Tuesday, February 27. This is the news on PBCJ. I am Simone Absalom. The Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, JMDA, has accepted the government's wage offer. The JMDA joins the list of public sector groups following a vote to accept the offer of 16% over 2 years. This includes 5% in year 1, 2% in year 2, 4% in year 3, and 5% in year 4. Other benefits include training, equipment allowances, and additional NHT benefits. Jamaica can deal with most emergencies in the nation's schools. That's according to the Director of Safety and Security Program in the Ministry of Education, Assistant Superintendent Coldris Minto. He says the system has been tried and proven. With security at Jamaican educational institutions again in the spotlight following the latest school incident in the United States and the voice note threat from a student at a corporate area-based school, Bulmer's Boys School, Minto underscored that Jamaica is ready for the possibilities. He told the press, quote, "The ministry has what is called a critical incident management plan. Within this plan are a number of components which speak to the various types of incidents, from stabbing, shooting, disaster, some form of disturbance in schools," end quote. He said the critical incident management plan has been tested in instances such as the 2017 emergency at the Glendevon Primary in St. James, where gunmen were running through the school shooting at each other. High Court Judge Kirk Justice Anderson has left in place an injunction barring the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, from removing Acting Director of Elections Orrit Fisher. The legal battle between Director of Elections Orrit Fisher and the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, began in the Supreme Court yesterday. Anderson made the order in the Supreme Court after government lawyers and Fisher's attorney presented legal arguments at the judicial review of the ECJ's decision to terminate the services of the elections boss. Mr. Fisher has filed a lawsuit seeking a judicial review of the decision of the ECJ not to renew his 7-year contract, which expired in 2015. He's since been working on 1-year contracts. His attorneys have argued that the contracts are in breach of the law. The court is to determine whether the ECJ acted with legal authority when it decided against renewing Mr. Fisher's contract at the end of his last year. The injunction will remain in place until the judge makes his ruling in the case. A sum of $86.6 million has been provided in the 2018-2019 estimates of expenditure to undertake climate change resilient activities through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation's Climate Change Division. The technical consultants will be recruited in the upcoming fiscal year to strengthen the division's capacity as the national designated authority to the United Nations Green Climate Fund and develop the country program for Jamaica. The GCF was established by the Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2010 as the principal financial resource to help nations cut carbon and protect themselves against the impacts of climate change. The money was provided under the Green Climate Fund Readiness Program. The project is slated to run from October 2017 to April 2019. The Meteorological Service of Jamaica will be developing a multi-criteria model for bushfire prediction in the upcoming fiscal year as it seeks to better manage this natural hazard. A sum of $15 million has been provided in the 2018-2019 estimates of expenditure to carry out this and other initiatives under a project to develop a comprehensive bushfire warning index. These include procuring and installing equipment in 2 monitoring sites, developing a common alerting protocol to include alert levels, warning dissemination, and roles and responsibilities of key actors, and conducting a public education and awareness campaign on bushfires. In regional news, Richard Branson, a global business leader and founder of the Virgin Group, is to participate in the 7th annual Caribbean Governors Meeting of the Inter-American Development Bank, which opened yesterday and continues today at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. Branson and former President of the Republic of Estonia, Thomas Hendrik Alves, were participating in the high-level meeting to provide insight on how the Caribbean can take advantage of the opportunities for accelerating growth, building resilience to natural disasters, developing policies to improve productivity, and creating vibrant, sustainable economies through digital and technological resolutions. The government of Jamaica is hosting the meeting of the Caribbean governors, the finance and planning ministers of the IDB's Caribbean member states. Governors will focus on digital innovation to improve lives under the theme #JumpCaribbean. In sports, with just about 5 weeks to go before the start of the Commonwealth Games in April in Gold Coast, Australia, the only major outdoors athletics championships to be held this year, the Jamaica Olympic Association, JOA, has announced they will be hosting what is being dubbed Commonwealth Manor, something akin to the Olympic House that is hosted by the Ministry of Sports in conjunction with the Jamaica Tourist Board. Commonwealth Manor will be the epicenter of a host of activities to be staged by the JOA during the 2-week tournament. In addition to this being the first time the JOA will be embarking on such a project, it is the first time this type of activity will be an income generator, as they will be hosting the manor in conjunction with a local entity called The Helm, where an entrance fee will be charged and profits generated from sales inside the venue will be split between the two entities. Also in sports, the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup will expand to 16 teams and could be hosted in multiple countries for the first time. The region's governing body made this disclosure on Monday. The Confederation of North, Central America and Caribbean Association of Football, CONCACAF, said in a statement that the 15th edition of the tournament could feature matches in Central America and the Caribbean, in addition to the United States. CONCACAF chief Victor Montegani says the tournament will increase from 12 to 16 teams as part of an effort to improve standards across the region. And that's the news. Do stay with us. The weather report is next. The weather report. Thanks so much for making it PBCJ. Let's start with our local currents. In Kingston this afternoon, we're expecting temperatures just about 28 degrees Celsius. We're also seeing a forecast of sunny skies going into this evening. The temperature is set to go down to just about 21 degrees Celsius. Let's take a look at what should be happening over the next 7 days for Kingston. We're looking at sunny skies with just 10% chance of rainfall for the rest of the week. We're also seeing temperatures between 22 and 28 degrees Celsius. Going into the weekend, we're seeing sunny skies, but we could have some rainfall come Sunday. Over there in Montego Bay, St. James, today we can expect temperatures between 22 and 26 degrees Celsius. We're also seeing a forecast of scattered showers in the evening, and the sun is set to go down at 6:33 p.m. In our 7-day forecast for St. James, we're looking at a 50% chance of rainfall for Wednesday, but we're seeing sunny skies for the rest of the week going into Sunday. We're also seeing temperatures between 21 and 27 degrees Celsius. Across the island, though, we're looking at scattered showers over there in the Grill. Forecast also for Port Antonio over there in Portland. We're seeing temperatures between 26 and 31 degrees Celsius. In our forecast for tomorrow across the island, we're seeing scattered showers across most parishes, so ensure that you dress and plan accordingly. We're also seeing temperatures between 26 and 29 degrees Celsius. Let's take a look at our regional forecast for today. We're looking at sunny skies in the western end of the Caribbean region, but we could have some rainfall in the eastern end. We're seeing temperatures between 25 and 28 degrees Celsius. In our forecast for tomorrow, we're looking at cloudy conditions over there in Mexico. We're seeing rainfall for Havana, but it should be pretty sunny in Nassau, and we're seeing rainfall for Santo Domingo. We're seeing sunny skies for Antigua, rainfall forecast for Grenada. We're seeing temperatures between 26 and 28 degrees Celsius forecast for tomorrow for the Caribbean region. And further afield, we're looking at our travel planner for tomorrow. We're taking a look at the United States. We're seeing Los Angeles could have some cloudy conditions, but predominantly sunny skies. Same for Miami and New York. Some snowfall forecast tomorrow for Atlanta. Minimum temperature for those areas between 2 degrees Celsius, a high 27 degrees Celsius. And that's it for the weather report. Thanks so much for making it PBCJ. I'm Simone Absalom. Pleasant viewing.